When she said that, the fork froze in the middle of my mouth. What does it feel like to be the most ineffective person here? Jessica's tone was full of derision. As if she had won something, the wine glass tipped in her manicured palm. Amanda. My wife did not recoil. She chuckled. They all chuckled. Even Amanda's cocky little cousin, who barely made ends meet, as well as her parents and brother. All except myself. I didn't twitch or blink. I simply grinned. I then said it. How does it feel to know that this worthless person will no longer be covering your expenses? The laughter persisted. It crashed hard like a glass dropped mid-toast. Jessica went blank. Amanda moved around in her seat. I carefully put down my fork. Weeks earlier I had lost my appetite. Let me go back in time. I used to genuinely and unselfishly adore Amanda. When no one else had faith in her, I provided startup funding. Took her sister in when she lost her job. Without ever requesting gratitude, she settled her mother's medical expenses. They described me as reliable, sturdy, and the rock. They remarked behind my back that I was safe, predictable, and uninteresting. What they meant was expendable. It caught me off guard. Not initially. At first, the remarks were subtly expressed. The jokes about how fortunate I was and how Amanda could have performed better. I laughed with them. I was a fool. Then followed Amanda's covert late-night texts. The mysterious girl travels that invariably included hotel bills from places she shouldn't have been. I didn't go up to her. Then no, I simply began to observe, listen, and wait. 2 months before to the supper, the real crack appeared. Whether reckless or self-assured, Amanda left her laptop open. The screen was illuminated by an open conversation thread between her and Jessica. They were making fun of me. Planning. Not merely teasing. Just keep taking advantage of him, Jessica. I take it that he still believes you adore him? Please, Amanda. Being everyone's hero takes up too much of his time. It will never occur to him. I was being drained by them. Jessica's apartment leased under my name. I paid for every square foot of Amanda's boutique. My card was debited for her holidays, and I was the one who was useless. I didn't respond that evening. I went to the garage and sat in the dark with trembling hands after grinning and kissing her forehead. Not out of despair. No, that aspect of myself vanished in an instant. I had already made plans. Pull the strings as the first step. Everything was moved out of our joint accounts by me, lawfully and quietly. My lawyer, Kevin, had it all set up months ago when I first got suspicious. I updated the will, changed the passwords, canceled the automatic transfers Jessica depended on, and frozen the cards. Step 2. Compile documentation from the condo complex where Amanda met her source, including phone logs, screenshots, GPS logs, and surveillance footage. She wasn't picking up merchandise, to give you a hint. I kept records of everything and forwarded. Copies to her parents, my accountant, and my lawyer. Wait is the third step, await dinner. We were all seated around that arrogant little table, our faces illuminated by lies and candlelight. Jessica gave me a perplexed look. What are you saying? I spoke steadily while leaning back in my chair. Your car was repossessed by Friday, your credit card was refused, and as of this morning, your rent was no longer funded. Next swipe, Amanda stood. What are you discussing? At the time I gazed at her, really looked. Another hollow vessel of entitlement and greed, the woman I once loved. I said, check your phone. She did. Jessica did as well. Silence, then gasps. When the alerts came in, Amanda's face paled. Bank notifications, card denials, lease terminations. Next, a legal warning about credit fraud from my lawyer buzzed Jessica's phone. She has been applying for loans under my name. The second wave followed. Her parents gazed down at the envelopes I had slid under their plates. Emails, messages, evidence, everything. Amanda's mom was the first to open hers. She quickly put her palm to her mouth. Amanda, what is this? Jessica. With a cracked voice, Amanda stood up. This is unfair. I ended her coolly and decisively. It was fair for me to give everything I owned to those who judged me by how silent I was. Jessica also stood. This is not possible. Our lives are being ruined by you. I gave a nod. No, I just no longer give them money. The fallout happened quickly. Within 3 weeks, Jessica lost her flat. Although Amanda was dealing with her own issues, she attempted to crash with her. Due to delinquent taxes, her boutique was seized. I had also ceased to cover that. Amanda attempted to seize my possessions. It's too late. She signed a last-minute postnuptial revision in Vegas, which strengthened the prenuptial agreement. Inebriated, euphoric, and naive. As she giggled at the slot machines, I had it notarized. The divorce was completed in 30 days. She left with her clothing and what little dignity she still had left. I often asked if I miss her. After removing a knife from your back, you don't miss it. After cleaning the wound, you proceed. The feeling that I was a part of something actual is what I do miss. However, illusions, like trust, are brittle. Similar to family meals where hatred is concealed by laughing, they believed me to be the quiet one, the helper, and the idiot. They forgot that being silent does not imply weakness, and being helpful does not imply blindness. I sleep better now. The house is calm and quiet. The echo of that meal and the quiet that followed my smile are the only sounds I can hear right now. It was more than retaliation. It served as a reminder. A few of us take the long view. Everybody